too far to turn back now. Something in me telling me keep going. I was always taught I can't back down. Finish what I start is all I know. Got some people who've been doubting me since day one. See me walking off a cliff and wouldn't say nothing. When I'm needing them, ain't none of them around. Keep that energy when you think that I'm down. When I'm way up, way up, way up. Keep that energy from around me when I'm way up, way up, way up. This goes out to those who never gave up. Gotta try to kiss the sky. Till you make it out, till you make it out. Learn to fly when you kiss the sky.
Yes. Hey, 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 you guys. Yes. We made it back in here another Sunday. I am so glad to be back. I tell you guys, I miss you so much when I'm gone. Oh, God. It's like drama when I'm gone, believe that. But when I'm back, it's all good. And then I'm also excited because that was that bop. That was that Kiss the Sky, baby, by Amira the Songstress. I love that song. Kiss the sky with me. Ayy. Fly with me, fly with me. Yes. 2020 vision, baby. We up in here. Yes. I am so excited. Yes. We have a wonderful guest for you guys today. Her name is Yolanda Stephens, and I just want her to say hello to the people. Yolanda, say hello to the people. Is she?
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, there she is. You guys give her a 2020 vision. Welcome. She is here today to tell us all about her and her story, her triumphant story. And I can't wait to get into it, but you guys know how I like to do first. Before we get started, I want to give my shout outs. First of all, I want to shout out Dina because she beat this face, honey. Yes, she did. Yes, yes, and yes. Also want to shout out Kaisha because she got this hair together for me. You know, she just comes through and, oh my God, they just, you know, it's nothing like a glam team. You know, we got to keep it together. Shout out to the IG family that's watching behind the scenes, you guys, and you don't stop. You guys won't, you know, come on Facebook or YouTube so you can see the front view, so you can see the guests too and see the whole show. You guys like being behind the scenes. Somebody told me that it's like being here with me. You know what I mean? So, okay, I get it. I get it. And, oh, I do want to, you know what? I never do this. And I need to start, you know, as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, my life has changed drastically. I mean, you know, at first I was 2, now I'm 1. So I got to do all I can do. So that means, in other words, I got to get my hustle on. So instead of being shy and timid about what else I do, I want to share that with you guys today. So before I get started, I want to shout out myself and my business, which is called Goddess Bodies. And Tony, if you could, yeah, show that number. Yes. So what I do is body contouring. It's non-invasive. It's not surgery. But I use certain tools to help you shape your body to get that slender or that curvy look that you're looking for, as well as I do butt lifts.
Oh, wow.
I do butt lifts. And again, non-surgery, non-surgical butt lifts and everything. And as well as Reiki. For those of you that know me, have been knowing me for a while, I've been a Reiki healer, I would say since 2012. And, you know, with my Reiki, you know, you can also get some spirit things, some answers and some guidance from spirits as I'm able to channel as I'm giving you your Reiki healing. I'm able to channel and receive messages for you, whether it's about your body or just about your life. I'm able to receive and give you messages as well. So I do both of those things. My number is up there that you can reach me at, the business number. Don't be trying to call just to be calling. You know, when you call, be about your business. 619-407-9433. You can reach me. And you can also go to my IG page at Goddess Bodies. So that's GOD.DESSBODIES. Yes, honey. I'm ready. I'm ready to start taking as many clients as I can and come on through, whether you just need a healing or a body thing or a body, you know, upliftment. is what we're going to call it, or healing and a body. You know, it's all relative. So whatever you need, you know, hit your girl up at Goddess Bodies. Yes, that was cute. I did my own commercial. I did that. Okay, so let's get into these TikTok videos. Tony, who do we have first?
My loves, have you stopped to think about the fact that if you were to become, in this very moment, the best version of yourself, so much of what makes up your current identity would have to go. Pretty much all the ways that you think about yourself and all the ways that you think about the world would be gone. Have you realized that? So start the grief process now, because bitch, you're about to become her. So grieve the loss of all the ways that you see yourself and all the ways that you see the world, because you're no longer going to be seeing the world like that, honey. And you're no longer going to be seeing yourself like that, honey. Because today is the day that you fully recognize your potential and you stop self-sabotaging your growth. Welcome her, the best, most developed, legendary, iconic version of myself. I'm ready for you, honey. I'm a vessel for you. Like that.
Yes. Welcome her. Welcome her. Yes, yes, and yes. Yolanda, I know you know all about that, you know. Hold on, let's see.
Yes, I do. Most definitely. He was on fire.
He was on point, right? Because
yes, it was.
This episode, you know, I named this episode Healing is Everything. So this is all about healing, and definitely a lot of self-healing. And we're going to hear from, you know, definitely your story, as well as we're going to hear from Dr. Crystal Cologne later on in the show. But this is about healing. Okay. And I want us to just embrace that, you know, that word of the day, everyone. Healing. We're trying to heal. We're trying to go higher. So this is what this is about. And I'm really embracing mine as well. I'm going through a healing journey myself. I've been on a spiritual journey and sabbatical for as long as I can really remember, to be honest. But I'm also on a healing journey as well. So, you know, let's embrace that, you know, walk into your new you, walk into your new life, become your new you. This is a parallel universe, you know what I mean? So that means things are happening all at the same time. So if you see yourself in that other plane, on that other level, in that other universe, if you can see yourself being the great you that you are, it's nothing to just step into her, step into him, be that. Absolutely. Be what you are. So who was that, Tony? Who put that video up?
My loves, have you stopped to think about the
It is, and it's SAHD Simone. So it's, how do you say? Sans Simone. Sans Simone.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What do we got next?
All right. Here we go.
What do you mean? You can just turn your fucking brain off? How the hell do you do that? Oh my god, it's super easy. I just... Hey. Woo, trauma.
Yes.
Love it.
Can I get a witness?
Yes.
Sometimes you just got to shut that shit down. It's like, nope, I'm out. Okay. I do it so many times. I noticed that about myself too. That's why that video was near and dear to my heart. Who put that video up, Tony?
Honey Foreign 2.
Honey Foreign 2. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for that. We enjoy you. Thank you for putting that up for us so we can show it here on 2020 Vision. And as you guys know, I peruse TikTok. Yes, I do. And I am looking for some of the best content to show on my show. So keep sending it to me. I want to shout out Nefertari and as well as my other niece, Deja, and Tamara. You guys always sending me some of the best content to, you know, look at and post on my show. So keep sending me things, you all. And I'm perusing these TikTok videos to show and to, you know, blow you up, honey. I'm trying to blow you. Hey, we going to blow up the world. Not in a bad way. You know what I mean? But we going to blow everybody
bang,
up. Bang, bang. What we got next, Tony?
All right, TikTok, I need you to stop. I need you to blow this video up for me. This man here is Ian Cranston. This woman here is Allie Butler. They live in Central Oregon, and currently they are hiding. I believe they live in Redmond, Oregon. On September 19th, Ian Cranston shot and killed a black man in my community at a bar for supposedly complimenting his white partner. If that rings to you of Emmett Till, that's because it's happening again here in 2021. The man that he shot and murdered, his name was Barry Washington. He was an innocent black man that was just downtown drinking with his friends. There's a video that was released to the news by the killer's partner, Allie Butler here. She filmed a video after he was shot and murdered of her laughing at his body. They had called him racial slurs. Everybody stood around, turned the music back up, and they were just laughing, having a good old time. Only one person in the video said somebody should call the police. Nobody moved, nobody ran. There was no screaming for help, nothing. They shot and killed a black man in public, like a public lynching for supposedly complimenting his white partner. And he was let out on bail with a manslaughter charge. She was not arrested at all. Again, his name is Ian Cranston. This is Allie Butler. And they murdered Barry Washington Jr. in public, and they were let go because they are white. If you care about Black lives, if you care about getting justice for Black lives, I need you to share the hell out of this video and look up this case. It's taking place in Central Oregon. His name was Barry Washington. He was murdered by Ian Cranston and Allie Butler, who are both out and free living their lives. I need y'all to follow this case, share this video. October 5th, there's going to be new evidence presented to a grand jury at the Deschutes County Courthouse. If any of you can make it there to show support for Barry's family, that would be amazing. Our community is just ripped to shreds right now and shaken. I can't imagine how his family feels knowing that the two white people that murdered him and are filmed calling him racial slurs before killing him and are filmed laughing at him afterwards and are walking free right now. It's just like, my mind is boggled. I need y'all to share the hell out of this. Follow our efforts. Look up the Barry Washington case, please. Follow this. Ian Cranston and Allie Butler are pieces of trash. Two white racists who murdered a black man because they felt they had the right to, and then sent the video of them murdering him to the news to vindicate themselves. They really felt like they had the right to murder him because he allegedly complimented this white woman. Please follow this case, y'all. Blow this video up. Black Lives Matter, justice for Barry Washington.
What's her name, Tony?
I Speak 1906.
I Speak 1906. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Like I told you guys, don't sleep on TikTok. It's very informational. Thank you for sharing that, and it is my duty to continue to share it, and I'm going to report the news. So there you have it. Do with it what you will, but you guys, stay alert and stay focused, and it is up to us to take care of our world and move this world along into evolution to where we become a better people, a better community for each other. We're all we got. We're all we got, and we have to hold each other accountable. So, you guys, the onus is on us now. We all know. Now we know. We can't say we didn't know. Now we know. Right. Now we know. And if you want to know further, as she said, look up the Barry Washington case and do your own research. I'm just the messenger today, and do with it what you will. How do you feel about that, Yolanda?
That's horrible. We have so many young people, older people that are just trying to live life, and to be gunned down or murdered anyway is despicable.
Yeah, and
should never happen. Life is too short with everything going on in the world today for someone to take your life out of vengeance or unnecessary roughness. It's horrible. I pray for God to heal his family.
Yes, very well said. Okay, you guys, we got one more, two more. Okay, let's get it. Let's get through this TikTok, and then we're going to get into this interview. And believe me, it's going to be time well spent today, you guys. We're going to have a good time, but it's going to be a very interesting and emotional time, too. I must warn you guys, but the stories must be told. What else you got, Tony?
You gonna cook something to eat? I can cook this pussy.
Oh,
You
no.
hungry? Yeah. I said I got pussy. I heard you. You still hungry? Bitch, make.
So
Oh
that
my.
I mean that sometimes I got to show how I'm feeling.
Yeah, souffle. Souffle.
Sometimes
That's
I
all
just
I
got to
know.
express how I feel. Even when I can't really express it like that, sometimes I just got to say what I feel today. You know what I'm talking about?
If they didn't know, they know now.
They know now. That's what I can do. That's what I got on the menu for y'all today. Anyway, moving right along. Let's show that last TikTok video, and then we're gonna get started. It's all about healing today. It's all about healing yourself.
You're not bugging. You're not losing your mind. A lot of people want to make you feel like you're crazy just because you can read them. You know what I'm saying? And people will make it seem like you're over-exaggerating, you're bugging. What made you think that? What made me think that is my body recognized everything you're trying to do. I already know what you're thinking about. I already know the next move and your next move. I'm so in tune with myself that it allows me to be in tune with you. I'm reading you. I know everything about you. I know what direction, I know the angle, I know your approach, and I'm not going for it. So people are trying to make you seem crazy because you're that in tune. But value your intuition, value your insight, value the signals that go off because it'll save your life.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes.
Word. And how appropriate is that to get this show started with? I see myself, Tony. This show again is about healing, and we are so honored to have Yolanda Stephens here with us to share her story, which is one that's very near and dear to my heart. You see, she's a fellow songstress. She's a fellow artist, a creator, a writer. And she had to fight her way through this industry. And again, it's very near and dear to my heart. But we're going to explore her journey, her life, and just see how this thing unfolds. And just hopefully we can lend some knowledge to the other side of things. You guys may see the glitz and the glam, and you may not understand why we do what we do. But, we can't help that we were born this way.
Right.
It just is what it is. But even with that, even with expressing your own art and your own talent, sometimes, a lot of times, things don't work out the way you see them or plan them to. And from that, we have to find solace in ourselves to continue to heal.
Absolutely.
Yolanda has done a wonderful job with that premise right there, finding it in herself to heal against all odds. And she is here. She is here to share her story with us today. Without further ado, you guys, please help me give a warm welcome to Yolanda Stephens.
Thank you so much, Mary. I really appreciate the warm introduction and a warm heart
Yes,
for you to even have me here today.
we
So I
appreciate you.
appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Your to be so brave to come on and tell your story. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of courage, and I'm proud that you're here. You're standing here. You're strong. You're beautiful. No matter what you've gone through, you're still beautiful. So I want to start out with, I know you spent a lot of time here in Southern California, so I want to start out with you letting the people know where you're from. Where exactly are you from?
I'm originally a Bay Area native
Okay.
of Oakland, California.
Okay.
And I moved to the East Coast to pursue music alongside my family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when I was home in Cali, things were great. I sang on so many records.
Yes.
Collaborations with people from Corrupt, toured with Too Short, recorded under the direction of Tone Capone.
Okay.
Like a brother to me, he's awesome.
Yes.
Joseph the God Flowers. you name it. I was with the great people who helped mold me to the person I am today.
So you started out as you said Sacramento or
Oakland,
Oakland, California.
California.
Oakland, California. Okay.
Yes.
And so is that where you started performing or when did you move up to Southern California?
Well, I lived in Northern California, and I
Mhm.
was back and forth
Okay,
between the
okay.
two.
Okay. All right. And so you started so I can imagine you started singing when you were a little girl. Yeah?
Yes, in church.
Yeah.
you know, sitting next to my mom and just feeling it. And my ministry came at an early age
Okay.
through music.
Okay.
I love to sing.
Yes.
And within Palmacia Baptist Church in Hayward, California, is where I really found my voice for singing for the Lord.
Yes. Yes. And so, who would you say discovered you? Was it your mom first, your dad? Was it your family members? Was it the church? Who said to you, girl, you know you can sing?
It's a funny story.
Okay.
My mom used to work for Kellogg's cereal company.
Okay.
So she would come in and work nights, and I would go in their room playing my dad's record player. You know, that's old school because they
Yeah.
don't have vinyls usually,
Yes.
around now.
Yes.
But my mom was asleep, and I was in there going off on Michael Jackson, singing off the wall,
Yes.
dancing,
Yes.
singing.
Yes.
And she came in, she was like, "Oh my God, my baby can sing,"
Oh. Yes.
And from there, that was the cosign I needed
Yes.
to want to do it. I was about maybe 8, 9 years old.
8 or 9. That's that golden age.
Yeah. And I just, from there, I developed a love for music that was unstoppable.
Yes. Yes.
Regardless of whatever, music is healing
Yes.
for me,
Yes.
even back then.
Yes. I can imagine that's when you got that acknowledgement from your mother. I'm sure she was looking at you with proud eyes. She was excited and
Yes.
surprised at the same time.
Right.
And that
She was
birthed in
like, "Ooh,
you.
that's my baby."
Yeah.
you know?
Yes. That birthed in you that love for music.
Absolutely.
I'm always curious, like, who's the first one that told you, about your talent or expressed how happy they were about your talent, because I believe that that's how our talents bloom. When someone, especially our parents, want to celebrate us for something that we've created. I think that's where
Exactly.
the passion comes from, when you get into the industry.
Exactly. Like we used to do something on Friday nights, like talent show
Uh-huh.
called Friday Night
Yeah,
Live.
yeah, yeah.
And I would get my thing on, my brother and sister would do their dance, but singing was always within me.
Yes, yes. So
It's
okay,
great.
so now you know you can sing. You sang
Yes.
it in the church choir. You singing it for church.
Mhm.
Now, when did industry discover you? How old were you when industry decided to?
Um, I was about 17.
Oh wow, yes,
Yeah, I was
yes.
within the Emeryville, California area in the
Okay,
Bay Area,
yes.
and I was at a like kind of like a bistro,
Okay.
walk-in market, and I was just goofing around singing,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know who this man was at the time,
Okay.
but it was Anthony Tone Capone Gilmore.
Tone Capone. Okay. Anthony
Right?
Tone Capone.
He did Mary Mary
Okay.
for a Scarface. I got 5 on it for the Loonies.
Mm-hmm.
All these great hits.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to me, was like, "Girl, you can sing." I'm like, "Who, me?" "Thank you, sir." And from there, he was like, "You should come past the studio." I'm like, "When?" He was like, "Now."
So when you say so for the people that may not understand, Tone Capone, he was a producer or a manager. What was
Yes,
he at the time?
a producer.
Producer. Okay.
He's produced I Got 5 on It for the
Yes.
Loonies.
Yes.
Mary Mary for Scarface.
Yes.
You name it, he's done it. He worked with Mike Marshall
Yeah.
of Turner Social Club,
Mm.
and he just is an interesting great within production.
Mm-hmm.
At that time period, for me, that was huge. And he opened the door for me
Yes.
to work with him through a company called Dollars and Spence with Lance Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on tour to Vancouver, Canada, Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington, touring with Too Short, and some other artists, Corrupt and Elite Nate Dogg.
So when you
And it
so when you were 17, what happened? He walked you right into the studio, and then
yes, and it was on from there.
Mm.
Anybody coming to that studio,
Uh-huh.
he had me singing backup,
Okay.
writing songs,
Wow.
everything.
Wow. And then how old were you when you wind up going on tour with these different artists?
About 2021.
Okay, so you have been working with him from like 17 to 21, and the graduate point was you actually going on tour with these artists.
Right.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
So what songs are we familiar with that we sing and bop to that we can, hear some of your lyrics and some of your vocals on?
I would say Unfaithful,
Yes.
The Governor and the House Reps,
Yes.
International Blunt Funk,
Yes.
This Soon,
Yes.
in Oakland. I sang on so many things there. I had a song called What's Going On.
Yes.
That was my first solo type thing.
Yes.
And I've just done a lot. And the delinquents of the area, I could go on.
I know
So
you,
many songs
I know you can
within that arena
during
that
that
was
time.
blessed to be a part of.
Well, we definitely want to continue to dig in and get into your story, but I do have a little video I want to show the people so they can see exactly what you're talking about and what Tone Capone saw when he came into that bistro in Oakland and saw you. Can you play that for
Okay.
me, Tony? Yes. That's what Tone Capone was sprung on when he walked in that club or that bistro. Yes, honey. He said, "You come on right now. You come right now."
Right on the mic immediately.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Just beautiful how our dreams we can just see them take off right in front of us. That's the glory and the blessings of it. But as you continued in your career, there were some things that you noticed that was starting to be a block for you. And, I just kind of want us to get into that, portion of things and just kind of so we can, teach the people and explain to the people what it is that we go through, as artists. So as you started to progress in your career, I imagine you were ready to be in front and be a solo singer. So what kind of adversity did you run into?
I ran into a lot of people, especially when I came to Baltimore
Yes.
from the Bay Area, that were weight conscious
Okay.
because I wasn't a pixie stick. Oh, you can sing, but you need to lose about 50 pounds.
Okay.
And they kept, running into that. And I came to 1924 music group. And a guy by the name of William Ivory Hawthorne, he was a fellow singer also, had told me basically I had to lose weight. And age was an issue. But, even in the still here, I was singing. I could sing, I had a nice look, and I knew how to capture people through my vocal.
Yes.
And it wasn't enough. They were like, "Oh, well, she can sing, but we'll find someone that's look wise, instead of talent wise." I never thought that I would feel ugly to a certain extent. And he made me feel that way inadvertently because he was not a thin person himself.
Right.
And I think what he did was the things that he went through, he channeled them onto me.
Yeah, hurt people.
Make himself feel better. Yes. I will say that it kind of was a catalyst for me. The straw that broke the camel back. But I was blessed after the fact because I met a producer by the name of Coach Heath, who showed me a totally different side of who I was as an artist, a writer, a singer, and he brought out the beauty in music for me again to make me feel whole again.
Yes.
And for that, Cheese, I will always be grateful to you.
Yes. Shout him out one more time. What's his name?
Coach TJ Coaches. And he's like awesome. Coaches.
And what does he do? He's
like from Cooley High.
Oh,
he is a master producer. When I say his tracks are like electrical currents.
Shout out to you.
That need to be heard.
Yes. Shout out to you. So he was able to look past all of the craziness that everyone was trying to throw at you and just focus on your talent yet again.
Absolutely. And that was prior to me having surgery.
Okay.
He was so mad when he found out I had the surgery. Like, he could have killed me. He could have got me. Now
back us up. Back us up right quick. Back us up. So he met you and, you were just as beautiful and you were singing. But by this time, it had already started to affect you to where you had decided to get a surgery?
Absolutely. Because when I went over to look around, it seemed like everyone I knew was getting signs. Except me.
Yeah.
I had the sound. I was a pretty girl. I could write.
Yes. Yes.
So why not me?
Right.
Because I was not a fan. I was a little chubbier.
Now now you said, okay, so exactly who was it that said to you that you were overweight? Who said to you that
the guy William Ivory Hawthorne.
Okay, William Ivory Hawthorne. Okay. And was he the only person that said it to you, or was he the just the most of the most effective person that said it to you, the
The
one that
most effective
mhm,
person,
mhm, mhm.
because I, thought that he believed in me
Yes.
as a talented individual like himself.
Okay.
But again, like you say, that's yourself. Hurt people hurt people. He
And
was a little chubby tricker himself. So how you would tell me? I'm like, I should just let it slide by.
so
But
so it was the old, try to break you down and build you
yeah,
up trick, or either build you up just to break you
right,
down trick.
absolutely,
And a lot of us
both
deal with
ways,
that, a lot of
both ways.
yeah, a lot of us deal with that in the industry. We look up to a producer or a manager or someone that's in the industry, and we start putting all our hopes and dreams into that particular
Yes,
person, and it never fails, because as soon as they know they have that power, they think they have the permission to do with it what they want, take you up, take you
yeah,
down, make you feel
yeah.
that they've made you, and make you feel as if you have to depend on them, when
Mhm.
the whole time it was all in you, as you continue to say that I could write my ass off. Obviously you can sing your ass off, and obviously you were
Mhm.
writing and singing and really producing for a lot of the hip hop artists that we actually know and love, as far
Yeah.
as, adding your vocals to something and adding your melodies to something, that's producing as well, my
Right.
dear. So just as you were sitting next to those master and top producers, you were actually producing yourself as well, so
Mhm.
not giving yourself the credit for that because someone else was talking to you about your outward appearance,
Mhm.
instead of what was really the most important, and that was what was on the inside of you. But
Right.
go ahead. So now you're at this point and you're thinking, okay, I need to get this surgery. So what did you do
Yeah.
next? How did you, jump into getting the surgery? What did you do?
Myself and a really good friend of mine traveled to Tijuana, Mexico,
Mhm.
and we went to a doctor from San Diego
Mhm.
that practiced in both San Diego as well as Tijuana.
Okay.
And we were there for about 3 days. A medical hospital. You arrive, they pick you up, take you to the hotel. Next morning, take you to meet the doctors and have surgery.
So you
Come
went
back.
you went to San Diego,
Hmm.
okay, and you met with a doctor,
Yeah, they had their staff,
okay,
quote unquote staff, pick us up from the airport,
okay,
drove us into Tijuana,
okay,
and put us in what they call a medical hotel.
okay.
And that you go meet the doctors, they give you paperwork, sign things, go sleep. Next morning, you're on the table.
Okay.
They're quick.
Now, and I'm just trying to get a clear understanding. When you met with this doctor in San Diego, you said that this doctor practiced in San Diego as well as Tijuana?
Yes.
Okay. And so that's where the trust came in for you as far as,
Right.
okay.
Because he wasn't just smoke from Tijuana, Mexico. He was someone that was, within an accredited hospital.
Okay.
They did a lot of research
Okay.
on
So
this
you did do
man.
a lot of research. You did go
Hmm.
to an accredited, he did belong to an accredited hospital.
Right.
And he also had a practice in San Diego.
Hmm.
Okay. Now,
But what happened
okay.
to me
Okay.
is when I was under, there
Mhm.
were two doctors there.
Okay. Okay.
The one that I signed up for,
Mhm.
that did the research,
Yes.
was not the man who performed my surgery.
Oh. So when you went to sleep, you had no idea that they did this switcheroo on you.
Right.
Now,
The other man
okay.
did my surgery.
What was now if he had a practice in San Diego, what was the point of going to Tijuana?
Cheaper cost-wise.
And so he gave you that as an option, like, hey, I can do your surgery here, or we can go over
Mhm.
here across the border. And
Right.
and
In
it,
my facility there.
oh,
So I'm like, okay, I'll go where it's cheaper. Save a buck. That buck almost cost me my life.
so while you were under, another doctor did the surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and then what happened? What happened after that?
The other doctor performed my surgery.
Uh-huh.
When I came to, I had no idea. I thought that the same man did my surgery. They put you in recovery, had their van take you back to the medical hotel where they have people come and check on you, give you meds, take your bandages, and things like that. Because I had the gastric sleeve
Okay.
surgery.
Okay.
And
And this was
I
so
had no
that you could
idea.
lose weight.
Right.
And what? And
Mhm.
can you tell us what the gastric sleeve? What does it?
Yes.
What is its function? What does it supposed to do for you?
They make small incisions in your stomach.
Okay.
They go into the actual procedure. They use a laparoscopic
Okay.
tool.
Okay.
They go in and cut your stomach and
Mhm.
turn it into a tube.
Okay.
So
Okay.
my stomach went from looking that way,
Mhm.
as in you picture a diagram here,
Mhm.
to like a small circle
Okay.
tube. And he made mine too small.
Oh wow.
So fast forward, I get back to Maryland and I'm trying to eat. First, you're on a liquid diet. So you gradually reintroduce yourself back into solid food,
Yes.
but it's a process.
Yes.
And I couldn't even hold the liquid down
Wow.
because my sleeve, after I had like gotten sick and they did the real x-rays and things,
Mhm.
they said my sleeve was so thin that they were surprised I was still alive.
Oh my God.
I wasn't getting no nutrients. I went from 270 to 143 in 2.5 months.
Oh my God. Okay, so when did you take yourself to the doctor? When did you say, okay, something is wrong? What was happening that,
Well, I didn't. I had experienced a loss of someone right after I had surgery,
okay.
and I flew home to Cali
Mhm.
because that's where I'm originally from, the Bay Area.
Yes.
And I was there for about a week, not even a full week. And my a girlfriend of mine, I was at her home. I woke up one morning and I had a headache the night before, like excruciating headache.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't think I was like, oh, maybe I'm just tired,
Stress.
allergies.
Mhm.
And I went to bed one way, then woke up the following morning. My life totally changed. I tried to stand up, and my legs didn't work.
Oh my God.
I fell right to the ground. I pulled myself, like, not even crawling, to remember my bottom half was not communicating with my brain.
Yes.
So I pulled myself to the phone, on the ground pulling, like, on the ground.
Yes.
And I got to the phone coherent enough to call her. She came home, and the rest is like, she was like, oh no, you have to go home. You need to go to a doctor. Here, I refused it because I was in denial. I'm like, I'll be okay later. But I thought maybe it's just my nerves, stress. No, I was basically dying
Oh my
to a
God.
certain extent. Had I not gotten to an actual doctor medical facility when I did,
Yes.
a few days later, I would have been gone. I wouldn't be here today.
Wow.
She took me to the airport. My sister came to BWI Airport in Baltimore, Maryland, where they had wheeled me out in a wheelchair and left me outside in the rain.
Oh my God.
No luggage, nothing. Just slumped over like this.
Oh my God.
The only reason that my sister knew who I was because she had my younger niece with her. And she said, that's Auntie right there. That's her purse. Because she knew my bright bag
Yes.
that I carried.
Yes.
My sister picked me up, put me in a car, and drove me right to Pennsylvania, where they live, directly to an ER, where I stayed.
Oh my God.
They admitted me upon arrival. I was in the hospital for weeks. Then from there, they transferred me to a rehabilitation hospital.
What did they do
And
for
the
you in
funny thing,
What did they do for you in the hospital?
In the hospital, they stabilized me.
Okay.
In the first hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I have recollection of that. I thought I was going home. After that, when they took me to the rehab hospital, I have no memory of that at all. It's like a blank slate in my life that's gone, even to this day.
Did you get any corrective surgery at some point?
No, no. I was blessed
Okay.
because I was able to be home with my mother. Shout out to Cynthia Brinkley. I love you, Mom. Without her, I don't know where I'd been.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Shout out to
she
mom.
made sure. Yes, she is the greatest.
Yes.
God, a godsend for me.
Yes.
I am. She took me back and forth to hospitals, medical facilities, physical therapy. You name it, I was there.
What
Nutritionist.
What were they doing? What were they trying to do for you?
They had to teach me how to walk again,
Yes.
talk again,
Mm-hmm.
everything. Because at this point, after I left the rehab hospital,
Yes.
I could not talk. It was like, like that.
And all of this because the gastric sleeve was too small. What else did it affect? What happened? Um how did the conditions rapidly grow? What was it that was causing all of these defects in your body?
Malnutrition.
Okay.
You know, when you're not nourishing your body,
Mm-hmm.
it affects everything. Like I had no sense of like feeling in my hands,
Mm.
my feet, nothing.
Yes.
To be honest with you, my feet were the last thing under my toes, the bridge of your toes.
Yes.
That feeling did not come back until a couple months ago.
When was this surgery?
2017.
8, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so
Yes.
4 years
Uh-huh.
you've been on your healing and recovery journey.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, this story is so amazing to me. It really is. And not so much the traumatic part of it, but you're the amazing part of this story for me.
I appreciate that.
Just a second, I want to see, is Dr. Cologne on? Okay, I have a special guest that I want to bring on. Her name is Dr. Crystal Cologne, and she's also a very dear friend of mine, one of my closest friends.
Okay.
She has a degree in every every level and every spectrum of being a doctor there is, from surgery, from ER to plastic surgery to psychology. She has it all. Gynecologist.
You go, girl.
And she is my girl, my ride or die, my homie. You know, she makes me do the better thing and the best thing for myself always. So I want to bring her in, and I just want her to jump in on this conversation, because this conversation is not only about physical healing, but also emotionally and mentally and spiritual healing. And she's our expert for the day. Dr. Crystal Cologne, are you there, darling? Okay.
Uh-oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Let's turn her up just a little bit more. I know you're on your way to dinner. I promised you it was going to be 6:45, but you know, we had a few technical difficulties, but we got you for a few minutes.
Fine. I am fine. I'm so honored to be on your show. What Miss Yolanda was saying is, gosh, it hits home for me so much, because I know how hard it is to be very successful, and knowing that you are the best at your craft, and them telling you that you're not good enough on the outside.
Yep.
Yes.
So I definitely commend her for even coming on your show to share her experience, because this is an experience that happens clear across the board, not just in music, but also in medicine. You know, if you don't fit the whole, you know, outlook as far as what they expect you to be.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry,
Thank
Yolanda,
you.
that you had to go through something like that. But I'm not unfamiliar with the gastric sleeve, as well as doctors being in San Diego and telling you, hey, you know what, let's go to Mexico because it is cheaper. It's cheaper to use the facilities. They don't have to pay as much, and then, they don't
Right.
also have to pay the anesthesiologist that much to perform the procedure. Everything that you said, like I said, it hit home for me because my daughter actually had the gastric sleeve done in 2016. And she had the same exact experience. However, we weren't in Mexico. We were here.
Wow.
And I kind of knew what was going on because, again, she couldn't eat. She couldn't even hold liquids down. And her stint in the hospital was 3 months.
Wow.
Because basically what happens is when they make your stomach too small, your stomach starts to fold up and go back into your esophagus, your throat, basically.
Absolutely.
And so what needed to happen was they needed to put a stent to kind of keep it like stretched out. But doctors that
Is
are
she
not
okay
very
now?
familiar with the whole gastric sleeve, she is okay now.
Oh, thank God.
She's very thin, but she's okay. I mean, when I say she's very thin, she's definitely on the thin side for her size and her makeup.
Okay.
Because for us, we're not that thin, and for her, she's 100 pounds. So I'm very familiar with what you're saying, and like I said, I am so sorry that happened to you. But at the same time, I would just want you to know that you're not the only one. You're just the only one that's speaking on it.
I appreciate that.
Even though
I
the
pray
gastric
that
sleeve
she's okay.
is a fairly new procedure, it's not a new procedure. For the simple fact that we used to do gastric sleeves on people who were going to get the whole gastric bypass. So people who were too big to get the gastric bypass, they would get a gastric sleeve first for a few months, and then they would convert to the gastric bypass.
Okay.
So what was happening was they started to notice that people were losing a significant amount of weight, even with the gastric sleeve. So they started to implement that as the procedure of choice instead of the gastric bypass, because with that, it causes a whole lot of nutritional issues as well as hair issues. Your hair is falling out.
Yeah, my hair fell
You're not
out.
getting everything you need.
Like,
because
totally.
it's being,
Yeah, I would rub my hands through my hair.
So
it would come out in clumps.
Oh my God.
So yes, like I said, it's terrible that we feel as a people we are not good enough the way we are, and it takes a lot of kind of ourselves as well as seeking counseling to realize that we're good enough the way we are.
Yes,
and you're going to take me the way you are. I'm so glad that I started to see some of these girls that are rapping and singing, that they're big girls, but at the same time they're comfortable in their skin. But I know at all times they're not. But at the same time, I'm so glad that they came out and was able to perfect their craft and still say, hey, you know what? This is who I am. Hey, you're leaving.
Yep. Shout out to Lizzo. She's like the poster child for be who you are.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, baby.
She was saying shout out to Lizzo because she's like the poster child for it right now.
Oh, definitely her. Because at the same time, I know she still gets trolled and people still say stuff about her and, are very evil. I commend her for having that strength. And I know it's not just her solely, but I commend her to have that strength to say, you know what? So be it. This is who I am. Take it or leave it.
Yep.
Because a lot of people don't do that.
Right.
But what I want you to know, Yolanda, is that you are so blessed, and you obviously are here for a reason.
Yep.
And I know in the beginning your reason you thought it was maybe singing, but maybe it's so much bigger than that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yep.
I swear it's a happy chair, y'all.
Like I know right now.
Go ahead, Dr.
God makes no mistakes.
Go ahead, Dr. Chris. What were you saying?
I'm sorry, my phone is going in and out, so I couldn't really hear what was being said.
She was saying God makes no mistakes, but you were getting ready to say something else.
Oh, basically, I just just wanted to know that, you know what, sometimes when we go through things and we see things and we think it's like over for us, we think that this is our like last will and testament. I'm telling her that she is here for a reason, and she's here for something much more and much bigger than maybe thinking.
Right.
Thank you.
And I'm just glad that she was able to share her experience, because like I said, it's a lot of people out there that are hiding these things, and they're really hurting inside, regardless if they went through a surgery or not, or if they were harmed by a surgery or not. They're living in this bubble that's not them.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then being brave enough to because it can be quite embarrassing, because we'll easily get shamed for it. Oh, you shouldn't have been trying to do anything to yourself anyway. Well,
yeah.
Pick one. Either you're gonna tease me and hurt me because I don't fit the prototype, or either I'm gonna go get the surgery and then you're gonna mess with me because things didn't go well. When it was my life in the first place. So, Crystal, I was going to ask you I know that, you see a lot of patients now for mental health issues, and we're talking about healing. Overall, we're talking about the healing process. Can you lend, a few tips to us in regards to healing, something that you tell your clients, your patients, even if they've gone through something this traumatic? What are some of the things that we can do, that we can practice even prior to something like this happening, and then post of something like this happening?
I just recommend that, everybody have somebody to speak with, and who's best to speak with, of course, when you're telling some personal business. You better be telling that personal business to somebody that got something to lose.
Right.
And that better be somebody with a license, because they're not going to be spreading your stuff all over town and all this other stuff. But at the same time, you got to heal yourself. You have to be able to come to somebody and tell them what's going on and not sugarcoat anything. I know a lot of times my patients come to me and they give me half truth, and then eventually they give me the whole truth, because of course they're like, oh my gosh, she's so down to earth, this is the person, oh my God, I can tell her anything. And you can. So at any time for you, Yolanda, right now, what I recommend is that you just don't even worry about the surgery. Don't even worry about what happened to you. You continue to heal yourself as far as on the outside, the physical, but you also probably need to heal the mental, because now there's so many mental implications that are happening because you're still not where you want to be because of an incident that happened to you.
Yes, I sought therapy, and I saw a great speech therapist, and she was like 2 for 1, because she did speech, but she also encouraged me. So it was easy to speak to her, and I also saw a psychiatrist that wanted to get down to the bottom of why I let someone affect me in a way to rush down and get the surgery, period. Because I had always been a strong individual. And, now I learned my lesson. And I think that maybe I can help someone through my story, stop them from doing things that they don't want to do for their own personal reasons, but because someone said something to them.
Yes. I personally think that's a great place to be. How about yourself, Dr. Chris?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear like half of that. I don't know if it's because of I'm driving.
Yeah, I know we got you on your way to dinner.
But I know she said that she did take counseling already.
Yep.
Yes.
And she says she's, learning, some lessons in regards to, not just doing something because someone else, tried to affect you in a harsh way, and she's been spreading that to, all the, people around her, all of the, the women, I'm assuming the young women mostly, and, we're not here speaking against surgery. We're not here speaking against plastic surgery. We all have a right to enhance and beautify ourselves in the way that we see fit. And we all, at the way we see fit. Exactly. And also, encourage you to do as much research as possible. And if it doesn't feel right, or if it doesn't sound right, then it's not right. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not right. Trust your intuition. You know, your intuition is everything. It is your guidance center. You know, don't and I'm gonna say this for women. You know, we're always being told, oh, y'all keep saying intuition, and you know, the men just jealous. That's all. The men just jealous because they didn't get it. What you doing over there, Tony? He gonna try to turn. Tony tried to turn me down when I said. The men are just jealous because they ain't get that healthy dose of intuition. But we all have it. We definitely all have it. But women, you know, we lean on it more than most, and as we should. So trust yourself. Trust inside yourself. That's your first guidance center before, you know, because look, you have to feel pain or some kind of dysfunction in your body before you go see a doctor. So who is the first one that let you know that something was wrong? It was self.
Right.
You know, you may not know how to articulate what that is, you know, and so that's what the doctor is for, to help you through that. But first, self lets you know that something is wrong. So definitely, you know, trust your intuition. So we're not speaking against surgery, but we're saying definitely be cautious and do it for you and no one else. You know, when you start operating.
I'm just going to tell anybody, like, you know, I know surgery is kind of like, I see all these people's surgery, this, that, and the other. And don't get me wrong, I have made money off of doing surgery.
Yes.
But at the same time, what I can kind of speak on is I remember being in school, and when I was in school, butt wasn't in. I'm serious. There's like, this girl got the biggest butt ever. I was like, oh my God. I was so conscious about my butt. Now look, everybody's trying to get a damn butt.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? Now,
Yes.
what if I would have cut my damn butt off to fit everybody's, you know, oh, you shouldn't have a butt. You should be a little thinner. Every single time they told me, I was like, oh my God, you should have seen me. I was contemplating. I was like, maybe I need to have butt surgery, and that was to reduce it. Now I'm like, this thing is in.
You're like, hey.
You're like, hey, wait a minute now. I'm so glad I didn't reduce this thing.
As I said, old school.
Okay, because I could have been, you know, one of those people, oh, you know what? Let me hop on this bandwagon. Okay, obviously this is not the way to go. This is not how I should look practicing medicine. Even my patients would say something like, girl, you gotta, you know, your butt is big. I'm like, okay. Are you here for something else, but you talking about my butt?
You know. Well, you know, I thank you for taking.
Everybody asked me, did I get it done?
Oh, you had it before it was the trend.
Had it.
I had it before it was even in.
Okay.
And it wasn't in at the time.
That's your glory, girl. Be proud of your glory. But
stand to your purpose, young lady.
You know, I definitely want to thank you for calling in, taking the time out of your schedule, Dr. Cologne, for call in. If you want to hang out with us for a few moments, you're definitely more than welcome. I want to get another one of her songs in. I want to play another one of her songs, and we'll use this to take a short break. And then we'll be back, and we're going to be taking phone calls from everybody. And if you have questions, if you're sticking around, anybody that want to call in and ask the doctor questions, they can, as well as Yolanda. If you guys have any questions or comments for Yolanda, definitely call in. That call-in number is 646-378-0355. Press 1, and it raises your hand to let us know that you want to come on and be heard. So when you call in, that's 646 378-0355. Press 1 to be heard, and we'll be opening up the call lines to take your call here in a few minutes. But right now we want to play another one of Yolanda's songs, or that she was featured on, and we'll be right back after this.
Thank you for having me.
Baby, I need you in my life, and I don't know what I did wrong, but baby, I want you to come on home. Say we'll be, say you'll stay with me, man. I don't want to be without you, baby. Please listen to me. After all the
placed a bet, shook the dice. Girl, I told you I'd be with you for the rest of your life. If you believe we can achieve, I told you from the gate. And if it wasn't no trust, then we might as well wait. But you said that you was down, and you climb without I'm coming around. I don't spend enough time. Say I'm messing with your mind when I'm out on the grind, trying to make your life fine. Underdog, baby, chosen, I'm a one of a kind. You in hand if I shared, you playing with a winning hand. Put it all on the table, baby, roll with your man. And understand that it's meant heaven sent. We can't quit, through thick and thin, girl, I'ma be with you, no bullshit.
Baby, please don't turn your back. You never would have to deal with that with me. Baby, please don't turn your back. You never would have to deal with that with me. I don't want to be without you. Be without you, baby. Things we've been through. How can you turn your back and run away from me? How could you run away from me? How could you turn your back on me? How could you? Why did you? Can't keep it running, getting out of my life.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so nostalgic, your music. It was all, it reminds me of all the bops in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? This is what we was listening to. Such a
Right.
beautiful angelic voice.
Thank you.
So again, you guys, for those of you that wants to call in, oh, we do have a call in. For those of you that wants to call in, the number is 646-378-0355. And you press 1 to be heard or for us to know that you want to come in and chime in with us. I think I'm back live on IG. What happened? What the heck? We're going to end that and we're going to share that. Okay. So I'm, trying to get it all together. Do we have chatters too? Do we have chatters today? We have some chatters. Okay. Let's read some chatters right quick and then we're going to bring our caller in.
Well, you have, let's see, Derwin.
Okay.
Beautiful voice. I remember the first time that I heard it.
Oh my gosh.
You have Kenneth. God Not Done With You.
Oh.
McDally. Stand in Your Purpose. Makia. Amen.
Oh.
Angela. You Got This, Sis. I Love You.
Oh.
Oh, Angela Livingston, that's my sister.
And then you Lyndall. Two Queens. Friends for Life.
Oh, that's Lindell.
Lindell.
Brooklyn Dell is what
Always.
we call him. Hey.
Go, Linda.
And then there's quite a few more. So
It's quite a few chats.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, honey. Turn up for Yolanda. Give her a hand clap. Oh my God. Oh, they love you. Yes,
love
yes, and yes. Yes, and yes. Okay, who do we have on the line that's calling in to speak with Yolanda?
Brooklyn Dale.
Brooklyn. What up?
There you go.
Can you hear me, Brooklyn? Are you there? Are you there? Brooklyn. Okay. We'll come back. But again, that call-in number is 646-378-0355. Press 1 to be heard. Let us know you want to chime in. You know, we have the lovely Yolanda Stephens here. Can you pull that run a show up for me so I can see where we're at? We have the beautiful Yolanda Stephens here, and she's sharing her compelling story with us. Pull it up just a little more because I need to be beyond this camera. Okay, there we go. Okay. Want to make sure we're on track. She's sharing her story with us. She's telling her compelling story. And, we have callers that's trying to get through. 646-378-0355. Press 1 to be heard, and we'll bring you on so you can speak with the lovely Yolanda. And, also want to thank Dr. Chris for coming on. Like I said, she was on her way to dinner. So, if she ever wants to call back in, she can. Oh, she's still here. Okay, cool. So if y'all have questions for Dr. Crystal Cologne, I call her Chris, I call her Crystal. Dr. Cologne, if y'all have any questions for her as well, definitely she's still hanging on with us to take any questions. Okay.
Yes, awesome.
Yes. So I want to continue talking about your healing journey, because obviously there was rehab, there was counseling. I want to know, what did you do spiritually for yourself? How were you able to go inward and go past all the noise, what you were seeing, how you were feeling? How did you find the strength to go inside yourself and reconnect with God the way I know you've done in order for you to be here today?
My mother was a big part of that.
Yes.
She would take me to church, and at first I was mad. Like, why me?
Yes.
But by me going back to my roots within church, oh man, my mother reintroduced my faith.
Yes.
And I can't think right now. I went to a few churches and started going regularly.
Yes.
And once I began doing that, my body started to heal.
Yeah.
But my mind had to heal first.
Yes.
Then I started accepting myself through the people I was working with.
Yes.
In that training, through physical therapy, to my transition to a bariatric training program. Those people in that program deal with people who have surgical procedures, or they have an exercise program. My physical therapy person got me into an elite group for bariatric training, where I trained with a guy named Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan gave me so much motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his team,
Mm-hmm.
they showed me how to work different aspects and points of my body so I can use my hands again, walk again, and get my strength back up.
Yes.
I did regain muscle. And from there, they also had a great nutritionist who showed me how to reintroduce foods back into my life collectively the right way this time. And I can't thank them enough.
Yes.
I wouldn't be sitting here as strong as I am today without God and all those medical professionals.
Yes.
They helped me, and my mom would get me there.
Yes.
I couldn't drive. My mother was like an angel sent from heaven.
Yes. Yes. That's a blessing to have your mom. That's definitely a blessing. I have many other questions, but there's at least 2 people waiting on the line to speak. Was it you said it's a 214? Okay. Angela? Okay. Angela, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for calling in. We got her? Did we lose her?
Best friend and sister, and I was calling because I was listening. I remember when she was saying that she couldn't remember the time when she was going through the rehab and everything else, and I just want to say I remember the time that during that whole time she would call me every day when I was at work and just talk to me, and I would have her sing to me at the end of our conversation. I have her sing, and we would pray and sing. I would always tell her that I loved her, and she, you know, when she came recently and visited me in July for my birthday.
It was the
best.
best.
She's just amazing, and I remember her from singing from when we're so young all the way to now. So I've watched her from the beginning to the middle to now, and she's so deserving of everything that good is coming her way. And I just want to tell you, Yolanda, I love you, and don't give up on anything because you have made through everything. Your faith has been awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much, James. I love you, sisters.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, you guys, this is so sweet. Thank you so much, Angela, for calling in and, you know, giving us some of those wonderful stories, some of the backstories that we may not have a chance to know.
Since we were 15 and 16 years old.
You're welcome.
Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And you're right, Angela. She does have a lot of beautiful blessings coming her way. The strength. I mean, she's helping me right now. You know, just, you know, don't give up. You know, things could be way worse, you know, but don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, you know. But thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes, you're welcome.
I'm sorry, what were you going to say? I cut you off.
Oh, no, it's all. I'm just saying that, you know, I've just have seen her just from the beginning all the way, and just seen how much she has grown and how much she's been through, but yet her determination and her passion for this love of singing and writing and everything hasn't stopped her. She keeps on just going and going and going.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, Angie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh,
so sweet.
that's my sister for life.
Yes.
Like, I remember being a kid, I would sing every song on the radio. And her mom's like a second mom to me too. Shout out to Miss Diane. You know, she encouraged me, sing, girl. You know, and we've always been like this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's my sister for life. And I love her.
It's important to have a great support team, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
You gotta be thankful for everyone that you have as well, you know?
Right.
Yep. So we have someone else on the line. Okay, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house.
Okay, there we go. Give him a hand clap because, you know, I know he went through. I know he went through a lot to be here.
Right.
And mind you guys, Dr. Cologne is still on the line. So if you guys have any questions for her or comments for her, she, you know, she's willing to ask. You know, we better use her while we got her, because otherwise than that, she's off saving the world. So any questions coming for her as well, you know. But go ahead, Brooke.
Hey guys, how are you doing tonight?
All is well.
Good.
We're doing great.
Hey, I just want to tell you that this has been an awesome show. I want to thank Amira. I want to thank Dr. Cologne for her information that she gave.
Yes, thank
and
you.
I also want to thank you. I want to thank you, Yolanda, because the test is now your testimony. And the beautiful thing about this whole situation and what we go through in life is that there's one powerful word that I always think about when I think about you, when I think about people's situation. It's a word called resiliency. And resiliency is the ability to bounce back no matter what your situation is. And that can be in relationships, that can be in employment, that can be in health reasons. It can be so many different things. And I think that just your fight alone inspires so many people. I've been involved in the music entertainment in the entertainment field for quite a long time, and this type of situation happens so much, man. It's like the A-list celebrities, the people just coming in the game. You know, there's a story about Michael Jackson when someone said that his nose was too big or he was too dark.
Right.
And you know where the story goes from there. There's stories, God bless little Kim. I went to Catholic school with her, and I always thought she was a beautiful girl, but, you know, not to kick dirt on nobody, or just it's just my opinion, no disrespect. but there are times where, you know, peer pressure is a mother.
Yes.
And then to be part of the industry, it's that much magnified because now you have people that are executives or people that you look up to. And I know Yolanda shared the story about the disappointment of the person who she thought believed in her the most was the person that was telling her that she was overweight. You know, and it's heartfelt and it hurts. And sometimes we get in positions where we just want to be loved. We just want to be acknowledged.
Yep.
But the greatest gift, the greatest gift through this whole thing is that from talking to Yolanda and getting to know her and considering her one of my closest and dearest friends right now, is that the love that she has for herself is amazing.
Yes.
The confidence that she has for herself, the belief that she has in herself is just amazing, and that energy needs to be spreaded through everybody, through everybody right now. Everybody needs to hear her story and understand, because it's not just industry people. It's the young man that's going to school and somebody saying, "Hey, sniff this or drink that," and you just want to be accepted sometimes. You know, it's the peer pressure. So I ain't even gonna lie. I was in my place crying. I'm not even gonna lie. Sons cry too. You know. It definitely touches my heart to see somebody go through something and have the strength to bounce back, have the strength to say, "Hey, this is my story, this is who I am, and this is what I'm worth right now." And I'm just kind of lost for words a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Miguel.
And I want to,
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I also want to thank you for, introducing me to Yolanda and bringing her story to my attention. As you said, when you first called me about her, this is one you want to put on your show, Amira. This is one I know that you're going to want to talk to and have her tell her story. And you're right, definitely near and dear to my heart. And, we had, like I said, even Dr. Colon and I, we talk about things like this on a regular basis. And, the stories that she has alone, would kind of blow your mind. From her being on both sides of it, both the receiving end and, being the doctor to help. And, when this came across, my desk, so to speak, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna, this is perfect. This is exactly what we were talking about. Someone that, is brave enough to come on and tell a story such as this, like I said before, we can be, especially as women, we can get very embarrassed about things that happen to us in our life. And we think that no one else is going through it, or we think we're stupid for doing something, and we think we're going to be shamed, but we don't know how many people we can help once we start to use our voice and tell our stories, and then come together too. You know what I mean? The fact that we all came together to do this is everything.
Amazing.
And something I want to say this also is that, I'm blessed to have Amira in my life, and I'm also blessed to have Yolanda in my life. And it's like, I know the talent that you guys have. I know a little bit that I'm blessed that you share some of the struggles and some of the things that you've experienced in the industry. And this is just I hope that you guys can forge a friendship, a relationship where, maybe I can collaborate on some creative things. Maybe y'all can do some engagements together. Maybe
I keep hearing her.
Y'all can write some.
I was gonna say I keep hearing her say she's a writer and a phenomenal writer and obviously a beautiful singer. I'm like, oh yeah, we got to do it.
It's already done.
Yes, we got to do it, honey. Yes,
absolutely.
And she knows some hellified producers also. Like,
wonderful.
It's all about network. It's all about sisters helping each other, being strength for each other.
Yes.
I mean, this industry will eat you up, and you guys know that.
It sure will.
Have 2 or 3
absolutely
your team to be amazing.
Yes. Yes. And I like the fact that Yolanda expressed the stories about the industry and when when the one particular producer started deflecting his hurt onto her, which caused her some trauma, and then then she carried that trauma to another portion of her life, but it ended with her. It ended with her. She didn't pass that shit on to nobody else. It ended with her.
Nope.
You know, she took the onus, the responsibility, and she figured out what it was she needed to do, and that's what she gave to the people. You know, she gave healing and education to the people. She didn't pass that hurt to no one else. You know. Go ahead.
And I forgave him.
Yes.
I went to see him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I spoke to him.
I
said, I forgive you.
Yes. Yes.
I had to let that go and let God.
Come on.
Because without God, I wouldn't be here today.
Yes.
You know, so I felt free, a release once I did that. And all I can do is pray for him.
So, you know, so how's he doing now, out of curiosity? Like,
from what I understand, he's doing okay. He has some things happen in his life, and he's putting the pen to his pad.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe that will be some self-healing for him.
That's right. That's right. So, so Yolanda, how did the industry start to react to you after, you know, after the surgery and after the traumatic? And I know it's still 4 years young. This happened yesterday, basically. So, you know, how is the industry responding to you now, or is it that you're not even concerned with this industry and you're on your independent journey?
Well, I have met some people through, like Alex J.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a young brother to me,
mm-hmm.
and he was in my past.
Mm-hmm.
Went through his own things,
mm-hmm.
but he's in a situation now where he's open to helping others. So he was like, "Sis, I want you to come and write with me."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, "Okay,
mm-hmm.
you know, I would love to."
Mm-hmm.
And we penned some great things.
Mm-hmm.
And he, in the interim, introduced me to Ashe Sterling, and he's like everything on the keys, writing songs, you know, and alongside with the young man.
What happened? Her audio muted?
You still there?
And what I'm doing now is
okay. Yolanda, start can you start just start over because you're mute. You went out for a second. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. You know, with Alex J.
Okay.
You know, he's like a little brother than me.
Mm-hmm.
I've known Alex since he was, 15, 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, let's put that hurt and anger and frustration turn it into something that makes you happy.
Yes.
Let's write.
Yes.
And that's what I've been doing with him. He brought me into a studio with Ashe Sterling.
Okay.
You know, and he's an industry great also.
Mm-hmm.
When I penned some things and did some stuff with a guy named Eric Kumar that used to be in a group called Me to You.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And recently I've been just writing and trying to express myself through music. And, I have some plans to work with Coach Cheese on a lot of stuff. And, also with you and Lindell. And I'm just grateful because the pen to the pad is going to be my release to share my gift with the world.
That's right.
And also heal.
That's right.
So I'm ready.
That's right. And that's a great thing because I was going to ask you, what's next for you. In addition to that, I want to piggyback on what Dr. Colon said earlier. One of your gifts obviously is singing and having that angelic voice as well as writing. But we're multifaceted. We're multi-talented. And another thing that I think I can see for you is being a motivational speaker, is getting out here and not only telling your story but talking about your triumph. And you're going to help a lot of people. You're going to help a lot of us, and definitely in the industry. But even further than that, you're going to help women, period, get through, because
I would love to.
We're all in our struggle. We're all in our struggle. Mm-hmm. But we don't have to stay in our struggle. We don't have to stay there. We don't owe it any debt of gratitude at all. We can acknowledge it, we see it, and then we can move past it. Sometimes, I hear spirits say, walk around it, disown it, act like, you know what I mean? You don't have to get in that middle of that thing. So, I feel like I can see you definitely, out here speaking to the people, and
I would love to.
Yeah, yeah. We do have another song that we want to play by you,
Okay.
and we're gonna take a quick break. But in the meantime, you guys, if you want to call in and and talk and chat and ask a few questions, we have a few more minutes left here after the song. You call, that number is 646-378-0355. And then you press 1 so that we can know that you want to speak to us. We have Yolanda Stephens in the house. We have Dr. Cologne in the house. And I'm sure Brooklyn Dell is still on the line. So we just having a friendly conversation, you all. We just talking like old friends. It's all family here. It's all love and light here. So without further ado, let's play her other song, and we'll be right back.
I love you guys.
You better hope your ass saved. We living in the last days. Just look at all the floods, earthquakes, and people that have AIDS. Jesus gave us life for our sins, and we repay by selling poison to our kins. For car with rims, the hearts of men is full of evil. You really think you're going to heaven thugging, shooting people? Think again. Repent or die in vain. It's a crying shame. Half the nation gone fry in flames. I need a change. Go to church and praise the Lord, but it's hard to believe in a man you never faced before. Grandma tell me, don't worry, just keep the faith, and you'll get your chance to meet him at the pearly gates. Right now the world is ran by you dirty snakes, but when he returns, it's for the saints and the rest to burn. I toss and turn in my sleep cause I'm so stressed. Got a seed on the way and damn near homeless. How I'm gon' rest, I needed cash and I need it fast. It take a boy to make a baby, a man to be a dad. But see, it's sad, most you niggas ain't about shit. Rather go out trick than get your kid an outfit. Ain't that about a bitch? Get your priorities straight. You can ignore me and hate, but that's the problem with the minority race. Rather sip 40s and waste your life, but when judgment day come, you gon' pay the price. Man, we living in the last days. Put your blunts out the ashtrays. Drop the guns, go to church, get your ass saved. Y2K's just around the corner. Quit wildin', soldier, before you die. Hope you found your hope. It's almost over for us. It ain't hard to see. And the rich finna have a war to people in poverty. The economy's at a struggle, steady losing chips. That's why they tryna put our life on computer chips. Bill Clinton started war, but he don't want you to know they the cause of the Holocaust in Kosovo. I hope you know we in the last days. Put your blunts out in the ashtrays. Drop the guns, get your ass saved. Y2K's just around the corner. Quit wildin', soldier, before you die. Hope you found your hope. We in the last days. We living in the we living in the we living in the we living in the last days. Psalm, evening prayers for help. Answer me when I pray. Oh God, my defender. When I was in trouble, you helped me. Be kind to me now and hear my prayers. How long will you let these people insult me? How long will you let them love what is worthless and go after what is false? Remember that the Lord has chosen the righteous for his own, and he hears me when I call out to him. Tremble with fear and stop sinning. Think deeply about this while you lie in silence in your bed.
Yes, I love it.
So
Thank you,
appropriate.
Chris. Thank you. Yes, it is very appropriate. Oh, okay. So I'm having like 2-3 different conversations. So my IG live, the people that like to watch behind the scenes, I was telling them that they can actually like send me money through this through the IG app. Like, but I think I have to set it up where they can do the badges. You know what I'm talking about, Yolanda?
Oh.
Where they can do the badges. Did you get her Facebook? What's hers? Did you get her? You didn't get her Facebook on there? Not our IG. Okay, you have our IG. Okay. So when they watch live, I think they can press and send you with the badges or something, and it sends you money or whatever. But I think you have to set it up. So I forget that every time I go on live. So somebody said Cash App. Well, my Cash App is Amira the Songstress. Yes, honey. Okay, it is. I mean, just $5. What $5 gonna do to you? But what it can do for me? You know what I mean? Because. You know, a sponsorship comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes. So my Cash App is Amira the Songstress. What's your Cash App, Yolanda? What's your Cash App, honey?
Rossi Blue.
Huh?
Rossi Blue.
Rossi Blue. Okay, Rossi Blue. Yep, and my Cash App is Amira the Songstress. So. Crystal. Yeah, doctor. I mean, you ain't too highfalutin to put out your cash. What's your Cash App?
No.
Because you did drop some jewels today. You did get some free information, you know. It don't have to be free. Oh, my God. So, okay. So that was a beautiful song. It was, like you said, very appropriate. Very appropriate.
Thank you.
You know, I've really enjoyed this time with you. You know, we can continue your story. I know there's much more to tell, and I know there's much more to come. I really want to know for the people, what's next for Yolanda? What are you doing now? What do we look forward to from you?
Planning on writing a book.
Okay, that's as you should.
To basically help people so they don't have to experience what I would experience.
Yes.
I want to songwrite,
yes,
and pen, and get my coins.
Yes, get your coins.
You know,
get your coins.
I want to, like you said, become a motivational speaker.
Yes.
That maybe I can help people.
Yes.
You know, so they don't have to go through what I went through.
Yes.
And just continue to grow in the spirit, because God makes no mistakes.
No.
And I know that Yolanda Stephens is here for a reason.
Yes.
You know, and I recently discovered I have a younger sister that we didn't know about.
Oh.
And her name is Janelle.
Oh.
And I want to continue to build on that with my sister, Nicole, my sister Janelle, my brother Bobby.
Okay.
You know, for the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to embrace, and, you know, they were there for me in times where I was so depressed that I couldn't be there for myself. So, you know, my family, my dad, Bobby Stephens, they mean the world to me. So I want to continue to persevere and make them proud of me.
Yes.
More so than they already are.
Yes.
So I had to make Yolanda realize who she was. Now that I know, I'm ready to skyrocket.
That's right. That's right. As you should. As you should.
Thank you.
Well, you're definitely helping me. I'm sure you're helping a lot of listeners and viewers. This show is a very busy show. My engineer Tony, he was just like, "Hey, this show is busy right now," because people want to hear this. People want to understand these things. A lot of things are hearsay, but it's great to hear it, you know, from someone that is a true testimony. So, you know, thank you again for sharing your story with us. So you definitely have helped me. We got to put some things together, more than just one. You know, we can write songs because that's what we do. We can do that with our eyes closed. However, I feel like we should grab a group of women, you know, like myself, you know, and, you know, even, you know, Dr. Cologne and, you know, and some other women that can add on, that has stories to tell and inspirational things to give the world. And we should put it together, and we should do some things. That. We should do some things, you know, to include books and, you know, documentaries and some film and some, you know, motivational and inspirational speaking. We should do it.
Let's do it.
We should get a collective going, and we should definitely do it. Let's do it in 2021 for real, you know, and in 2022 and beyond. Let's do it.
I'm ready, Amir. I'm here.
Yes.
I'm not going nowhere, girlfriend. Dr. Cologne, I'm here too, girlfriend.
There was another thing I did wanted to ask you. How did the surgery, how did it affect your speaking and your voice to sing?
Oh,
How did it?
wow.
What did it do? How did it come about that you had to even go to speech therapy, and now that you have to, and we all still get voice training. Don't get me wrong. I still myself, even if I don't go see a teacher, there's a couple of people online that I follow for vocal training. So you always have to keep that muscle strong.
Right.
But in your case, I know there are some things that you have to actually start over. So what?
Yeah, I have to do everything all over again.
Yeah.
Like over the past few months, I really began trying to sing again.
Yes.
And it's a slow process.
Okay.
But the fact that I can speak,
yes,
is a blessing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take no shorts.
So
I know that I need vocal training, and I'm gonna go for it.
So how did the surgery affect your voice? What like just shy of medical terms, what was it that affected your voice?
Malnutrition.
Okay.
Affected my brain.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Which affected everything.
Yes. Yes.
When you drop that drastic amount of weight in 2.5 months, like, you can't go nowhere but down from there. 270 to 143, soaking wet. And then I think what helped me was building my body back up. I was a size 6. I've never been a size 6, maybe a 16, but now I'm a good 10, around there, and I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I just want to continue to build. I'm currently working on my bachelor's degree.
Oh,
now
congratulations.
within Herzing University.
Yes.
I have my mind back.
Yes.
So I can do that and pursue things and just be happy within Yolanda.
Yes.
And it's up to her. Because at one point I couldn't. And that was sad for me. Being that malnutrition, not being able to drive and do things that make Yolanda happy.
Yeah.
Not being able to help my mother like I wanted to. Not being able to help my father like I wanted to. My sister, my new sister has 2 children that I can't wait to get and run with one day. Run and play, and now I have the opportunity to do so because my legs work.
Yes.
Yeah, I might be able to run a little slower because I ain't no spring chicken.
Right.
But it's enlightening that God gave it all back to me.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people that don't make it off the table. Much less afterwards. There's a young girl that I've been following on Facebook and trying to talk to her and mentor her because she has some of the same things going on with her.
That's such a beautiful.
That's
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So someone that's going through the same thing, and you've been mentoring her through it as you continue to go through your own journey.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
I don't want her to have to feel the way that I feel.
Alone,
lost, upset, angry, because singing was my life. And for that to be abruptly stripped away, man, it killed me inside.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But now, I'm not Patty yet, but I will be.
You're Yolanda.
Yeah, I mean, me able to sing.
I know what you're talking about, but you're Yolanda.
Yep,
because you
get that.
You hit those notes, but you hit them like Yolanda, which is everything, which is way more important than hitting them like Patty. I promise you it is. I promise you. Oh, you're Yolanda. Yeah.
My newfound sister, I love you, girl.
I love you too.
Man, awesome.
Okay, so as currently right now, you still have the same sleeve in.
Yeah.
Correct. And you said it was too small. Has it gotten bigger, wider? What happens with that?
Well, with the doctors I saw, the nutritionists put together a plan for me about a year back.
Okay.
to stretch it back out.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
gradually reintroduce foods back into my life. So now I don't have to drink those insurers anymore.
Okay.
I can eat some chicken. Not much.
Thank
but I
God
can
for the
eat
chicken,
some.
y'all. Come on now. Thank God for the chicken.
You know,
you can eat some chicken.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah. You can
Go
eat some chicken.
you know,
Sure. I get it.
I'm blessed.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we've came down to those last few minutes of the show. It goes by so quick. People say 2 hours, like what? But it goes by so quick. And I know we have much more to talk about. I would love to, even bring you back on the show as you continue to progress in your life and your career.
I love that.
We love before and after stories. Right now, this is a very triumphant before and after story, but we want to continue to follow your journey. So we would love to have you back as you progress. So anything that you have coming up, anything that you want to showcase, you have a home here. So we would definitely love to have you back.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We're going to make history. Her story.
Her story. Her story. Say that. My story is really her story. Yes, honey. So we're down to those last comments. What is it that you would like to leave the people with? And also, if you can give us your handles, your social media sites where they can find you at, that would be great.
I would like to leave people with the first thing: love yourself, no matter what. Don't let someone that's not happy within themselves affect you so much that you affect yourself.
Yes.
You have to have strength and perseverance
yes.
within you inside. And the know-how to not take what people say directly.
Yes.
Let it bounce off. Do you. Do what makes you happy and thrive. Let go and let God. He'll take it all the way.
That's right.
And give you everything that you even could dream of.
That's right.
And I can't thank God enough for it. It means just living.
Yeah.
I'm driving again.
Yes.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Walking, talking, bachelor degree. I'm a living testimony of what God can pull you out of.
Praise God.
And restore you.
Yes.
So I'm going to continue to make him proud of me.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm on Facebook as Yolanda Stephens, STEPHENS. My IG is the official Tony James, STONEY JAMES. And I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I love what you do for people. Amira, you're a godsend. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for, being so brave to do this. And you're a light. You're a beacon. You're a beacon of light. And I can't wait to see, as you continue your journey, what God continues to have for you. I can't wait to see you flourish. You're going to make some history. Definitely. You're going to be in our history books,
I appreciate that.
And, we need you in the industry. It is our industry. It's not their industry. We are the talent. We are the artists. We are the creators. Everyone else is just trying to capitalize off of that. So this is our industry.
Say that. Say it loud, girl.
Everybody else is just trying to capitalize, honey. So enough of that, So again, thank you for coming on the show. And
thank you for having me.
Yes. And make sure you stay on so you can do your drop.
I will. All right.
And you guys, again, my name is Amira the Songstress, and this has been another episode of Love, Life, and Light. I can say so much about the show today. I had a wonderful time. It was a very emotional time. It was a very emotional story, but what the message is triumph. We gonna get through this. We gonna do this, but that starts with going inside and healing self. And this has definitely been a healing show for me. As you guys know, I'm going through my, my thing right now. I'm going through a new part of my life. I'm walking into a new phase of my life, but it requires me to continuously go inside self and continue to heal. Get rid of some of those bad habits. Get rid of some of those self-destructive behaviors. Get rid of some of those things that sometimes I beat myself up, and sometimes I even think I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to meet my goals. And isn't that crazy?
90 seconds.
I'm thinking I'm not good enough to meet my own goals that I set forth. Wow, such a mind fuck. I'm learning to not do that to myself anymore. So that has been the message for today. Continue in love, which breeds life, and then shine your light, as Yolanda has done so eloquently.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. You can find me on anything at Amira the Songstress, be it IG, be it Facebook, be it YouTube, or be it Spotify or iTunes or wherever you like to listen. Oh, yeah. And remember, no, not yet. Oh, yeah. I'm advertising. Yes, there it is. I'm advertising my services. Yes, I'm finally doing it. Body contouring, butt lifts, just, get you all in shape, not that you're not beautiful, but, non-invasive surgery, no surgery at all, just non-invasive, just plump the butt and sculpt the body. And then if you just want to come and get healed, I also do Reiki. I've been practicing Reiki since 2012, and I can also give you some messages from the spirit. You can get me at 619-407-9433, and also you can visit my IG at Goddess Bodies. And remember, stay focused.
No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Ooh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Baby, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Don't take a second to second guess. Flying high so you know I'm blessed. I'm getting close. I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close. Don't take a second to second guess. Flying high so you know I'm blessed.
Okay. Can she hear you? Okay.
She's like,
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank